Hi everyone. Is this on? Is this on? Okay, I think I'm on. Hi everyone. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? How is the challenge going for you? If you're watching this live, let me know in the comments how the challenge is going for you. Let me know if you had any wins, if you created your pre-qualifying forms, if you edited them, if you tweaked them. Please share your insights, share where you're at in the challenge. This is an interactive challenge, so please participate. Please let me know what's up, what's going on. Let me know in the comments if you watched day one video, where you're at, if you have any questions, if you need anything from me, let me know in the comments. If you're watching this live, drop hashtag live, hashtag let's do this. I'm really excited for day two because today I'm gonna really give you the step-by-step system that I use in my own sales calls and that I teach my clients to use as well. And I'm really excited because I know this works. I know this is the right way to do them. So if you're joining me live now, you are in the right place at the right time, and I'm just so excited. Before I dive into all the process, there's two essential things that you need to understand about sales conversation. And the first one is that your mission is bigger than yourself. And sometimes we get so much in our heads about, oh, like, what would they think about me if I say this or I do this in my sales conversation? And we always make it about ourselves. Hi, Lindy. How are you? Thank you for joining live. I'm so excited. So basically, like, sales is never about you. It's always about the person you're talking to and exactly what they want, enrolling them in their desires, in their vision, in like the end result that they want to achieve. And when we flip that perspective and we make it about them and we help them enroll in themselves, it takes off the pressure off of ourselves of performing well in their call, because honestly it's never ever about you or your results or your packages. It's always about what the person wants and if that person is ready for that next step and that next level support that you offer, right? So basically selling is serving, and you are there to serve. You are there for being for that person, holding space for that person, and just being there for them. So another tip that I want to give before I dive into all of this is to understand that it's important to release the outcome. No matter what happens at the end, just release it and just move on to the next person, because there will always be another person ready to work with you and ready to enroll in your service or your package or your program or whatever it is that you offer, right? So my biggest advice is to just release the outcome and just keep moving and just keep being in action, right? So, like I said, a sales conversation is about enrolling that person into their vision, into their dreams, being a stand for them, and offering your services, packages as a solution if it's a right fit, right? And that's what the conversation is all about, finding if this is a right fit. So, your goal with this conversation is for you to leave with a clear yes or no. So, you never want to leave your sales conversation without a clear yes or no, and without like knowing exactly what happened or where the person just said no, like I don't want to do this. Like, you want to understand as well, why is it a clear yes or a clear no? So let me know in the comments, hashtag makes sense if this makes sense. That's the whole purpose of this call, is to get a clear yes or a clear no. So let me know in the comments if you're watching this live, if this is clear, if this makes sense. Okay, I'm excited. I bought this whiteboard and I'm really excited. So, are you guys ready? Comment hashtag ready if you're ready for the whole process of the sales conversation. So this is gonna be really juicy. Let me know if you're ready in the comments. Hashtag ready. And if you have any question that come up while watching, feel free to drop them in the comments as well. I can answer them live here with you. Awesome. So the first step in the sales conversation, so this is what you're going to do exactly after you have sent your pre-qualifying form that we created yesterday, and you went through the answers and the answers are great, you're like, yes, I want to get on a call with them, right? So you've been through the answers and then you schedule, like you already scheduled the call. So this is the process that you're going to go through when the call is scheduled, when you went through all the answers. Okay, awesome. Lindy is ready. Awesome. So the first step is to build rapport. Not sure how you say it. So build rapport. So the thing you want to do at first when you get on a call with someone is to ask them, so how are you doing? Like, where are you calling from? And just being this friendly person who is like approachable, like just building a relationship, right? So where are you calling from? What's new in your world? What are you working on right now? Like just really building this relationship so that that person is going to be comfortable opening up to you and having this conversation with you. And then the second step is you really want to know what do they want. So there's a reason why they got on a call with you. And your goal is to really understand what it is exactly that they want to achieve, because it's going to give you the best picture for you to know if you can help them. So this is basically going over some of the questions in the pre-qualifying questionnaire that you sent before that, but it's going deeper into it, because sometimes when people answer their questionnaire, they only leave like really general answers in there. So this is your opportunity to ask them, like, can you tell me more about what you wrote in your questionnaire, like about what you want, what your goals are, right? Let me know if this makes sense so far. It's really like straightforward. It's what we ask in the questionnaire, basically. And then we want to ask them, what do they struggle with? So what is their struggle right now? So what is their goal, and then what is their struggle? Like, where are they stuck and where do they need help? This is really going to help you know exactly their situation. So you know already what they want. Then you're going to know their struggle. And when you know this, it's going to also help you say, okay, I can help that person with this and this and this. Like, you're already preparing in your head, like what kind of offer you can make to them, right? Because in your product funnel, you must have like a few offers for them. So when you know exactly what they struggle with, it's easier for you to say, okay, I think I'm going to offer this at the end if it's a right fit, right? Always if it's a good fit. And then after you ask them what they struggle with, you want to ask them, what is their big vision? So the reason why we ask about their big vision is because we want them to really feel and see and understand that and really embody this whole experience of how it's going to feel for them when they achieve this big vision, this big goal that they have, right? So when we take a few minutes to do this and that person is really into the high vibes, the high energy of like, oh my gosh, just ask them, like, imagine if you had accomplished your big vision. Like, imagine you're there right now and you have everything that you want, that you have envisioned for yourself. How does it feel? Like, and then when that person embodies this experience and they're like, yes, that's what I want. Like, you get this high vibe, this high frequency. And this is exactly where you want your prospects to be, because they want to be really excited talking to you on the phone. And this is where, like, their mental space, where you want them to be. So let me know in the comments if everything makes sense so far, and if you have any questions that pops up. And then the fifth step is to gain commitment. How do you write commitment? So you want to gain commitment. So as soon as they tell you, yes, my dream is to have this, my big vision is to have that, I'm gonna feel so much like better when I achieve it, like when I do this, and they're just dreaming right now. And then you say, would this be something that you're committed to at a 10? So 10 being, yes, I'm committed. I really want to do this. Like, I know that I deserve this. Like, I'm ready. So when we ask for commitment, it's really, really important to ask it before even talking about price, because we really only want to make offers to people who are committed at a 10. So that way, it's going to be so much more easier for you to sell your packages and your programs, right? So let me know if this makes sense. It's really, really important to understand this little part here, because we really want to make sure we gain commitment before even diving into anything else. And if that person says, I'm at a 7 or 8, then you can ask them, like, what's in the way of them being a 10? So you're already like diving into some of the objections that they may have, because their brain is already trying to protect them from making a big investment or really enrolling in themselves. Like, that's the purpose of the brain, is to protect you. And when they see like this big alert coming up, they're already saying, I don't know. But usually when people are ready to get on a call with you, it's because they know you can help them and they know they want this. Sometimes it just takes a little, not a push, but like someone to help them see what's possible for them, right? So let me know if all of this makes sense in the comments. I feel like I'm talking a lot. Let me know, guys. I really want to make sure that all of this makes sense. So the 6th step is expert status. So this step, the expert status step, is really to help them see what you do. So as soon as they tell you that they are committed at 10, they want to do this, what you're going to do is you're going to say, that's amazing, because I know I can help you. Like, do you want me to share more about what I do? And that's your opportunity to talk about exactly what you do and give some advice or tips or share client results and show them what you already had accomplished for them and that it's possible for them too, right? So this part here is really to show them what's possible, because you've been there, you got results for your own clients too. So you also want to be sure to give value on the call, and you want to give value and exactly what they told you, what they wanted and where they struggle with. That's your opportunity to say, look, I know you struggle with this and you really want this. That's why my program or my package, I show you exactly this step and this step so you can accomplish this. So this is really your opportunity to elevate your expert status and talk about what you do and show them exactly what you do and how you do it and how it's going to help them. So let me know in the comments if this makes sense. And then the next step is to bridge the gap. So these two steps are basically intertwined because it really leads to one another. Or you can also flip them. It really depends what your niche is, what you actually do. So feel free to let me know in the comments, Lindy. I know you're watching this. Let me know like exactly what you do, who you help. And I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do this in the sequence. But usually what I do is I often start with the bridge the gap. So I do, okay, so now you're telling me you want this, you're struggling with this. I know I can help you bridge that gap with my package or my offer right now. Do you want me to tell you what I do? So also, this is another important thing. You always want to ask for permission. Do you give me permission to talk about XYZ? So every time you go into another step in the process, you want to ask permission when you want to talk about yourself or your products or your offers, right? So when you do this, it really suits the brain, and they're gonna be like, yes, sure, you know. Let me know if this makes sense as well. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So, okay, so let's recap really quick. You're gonna build rapport, ask them where they're calling from,
What do they want? Go over their answers in the survey. What do they want? Where do they struggle? This is gonna give you a really good picture. And then what's their big vision? And this is their opportunity to really enroll in that vision, feel how it's gonna feel, and really put themselves in those shoes and really just imagine it and visualize it. It's so, so, so powerful. So Lindy says, I am a virtual service provider. I help solopreneurs save time by taking some time off their business. Right. So what you could do, Lindy, is you could say, so I know you struggle with not having a lot of time right now because you're all like doing all the things, right? Like you're alone, you wear all these hats, and I know how it feels. And that's why I know I'm the best person to bridge the gap for you, because my service offers XYZ, right? So this is how you're going to bridge the gap. And then when you talk about your expert status, you can always say something like, I just helped a client achieve XYZ because I helped them with other stuff. So you always want to show what results you got for someone else. So if you help someone else really get really amazing results in their business thanks to your service, you want to talk about that on the call and show what's possible for that person. Regina says, I see this as a really helpful guideline for managing follow-up calls when you finally connect with leads. This is awesome. Yes, exactly. I'm actually going to talk about follow-ups tomorrow, Regina. So this is really like the sales process. Like the first time you get on a call, like after the pre-qualifying form that we did yesterday, and you want to sell your offers, this is the sell conversation. But I'm going to show you tomorrow how to do the follow-up after this call. Because sometimes people will say, oh, like I want to think about it or stuff like that. You can always overcome those objections as well. But it's also important to always schedule a follow-up call with those people. Because sometimes they just need a little bit like more time or more help or more time to digest everything. And I always give 24 hours for people to really think about it. And that's why it's important to schedule a follow-up call directly on this call. Because sometimes people will ghost you, you won't know what's happening. So you really want to make sure you schedule a follow-up call. But I'm going to talk about this right after I finish this. Lindy says, gotcha. Okay, awesome. Perfect. Great. So basically, the 8th step is to close the sale. So you're gonna ask them, so like after you talk about your service, your offers, everything, you're gonna ask them, so would this be something you would be interested in doing with me? Like, would this be like a partnership that you would wanna take on? Or are you ready to start today? Like working together and get you the results and the big vision that you know you deeply want in your heart. Right? So as soon as they say yes, that's when you close the call, you say, okay, awesome. And then like you already talked about the, you're going to talk here about exactly like the price, the details, everything. And then as soon as you're going to talk about the price, that's when the objections come up, right? So the last step is to overcome objections. So yeah, closing the sale is really asking them, okay, so are you ready to do this? Are you committed to do this? They're gonna say yes. How much does it cost? Like they're usually gonna ask you on the call, like how much does it cost? If they don't ask, you say, okay, are you ready to get started? And then they're gonna say, okay, well, yes. Like what's the details? What's the price? And then you're gonna pick the best offer you have for them. So in your product funnel, like your highest ticket, you're always going to start with your highest ticket. So you're going to talk about your first highest ticket. How much is it? What's in it? Like what's the details? And then if that person says, do you have another offer that it's like a different offer, anything else that's different, then you're going to go down your funnel. So that's why we have different offers, because we always want to make sure that we offer different levels to people who are different places, because not everybody is going to be ready to invest at a high level, right? So I can do another training on that, on how to do your product funnels in the right way. Let me know if this is something that could, like a training that could interest you for product funnel training. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, so then you're gonna close the sale, you're gonna overcome the objections. So this is the biggest one, guys. Usually when people have objections, it's usually something that they're gonna say, like, I don't have money, or I don't have time, or I have to ask permission from my husband or my boss or anybody else. Usually there's something going on and this underlying objection. And our goal as the leader of the call is not to be afraid to ask uncomfortable questions and really dig deep in those objections. So if somebody said to me, oh, like, I don't have the money right now. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I totally understand. Like, not everybody is there. Like, you wanna make sure you agree with them and make them feel heard and understood, because that's gonna really calm down their brain and they're gonna say, okay, she understands me. She understands where I'm coming from. So never get into those objections like, oh, how come, la la la. You just want to say, yes, I understand totally, like, it's totally fine. Like, not everybody has the money or is ready to do this right now. And then you can always ask them, but what made you get on a call with me today? Like, what was the reason you get on a call with me today? And if that person is really wishy-washy and they're like, yeah, but then I don't know, because you're going to get some of them too, you're just going to say, like, you can invite the no. That's a really pro tip here. You want to invite the no. Just say, it's totally fine if you say no to me today. Like, I'm not here to convince you of anything. Just invite the no. And this is going to really make them see, like, wow, okay, like she doesn't really, like, going to force me to do anything right now. Like, she is not there, like, only for the money. Like, our goal is really to make them feel seen, understood, and tell them that we're here. We're always going to be here if there's anything that changes. But when we talk about objections, we never want to, like, just say, okay, she said no, she doesn't have the money, she doesn't have the time, okay, bye, and, like, leave the conversation. This is our opportunity to understand deeper what's truly going on in the background. Because most of the time when people get on a call with you, they're ready. Like, they want this. Like, they know they need this. They know they need the help, right? It's just a matter of finding what is the true underlying reason that is preventing them from moving forward and having those conversations that are not easy, but that they're going to appreciate so much, because not everyone is willing to get uncomfortable and not everyone is willing to do this kind of work. So let me know if this makes sense in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions around objections as well. If there's anything I can answer right now, if there's anything that come up. So yeah, this is really, like, the most juiciest training I've done so far, because I really, really believe that if you master this process in your sales call, like, you are gonna, like, close so many clients, because they are gonna understand that you are there for them. You're making a stand for them. You're holding space for them and really listening to their worries, listening to their struggles, and really being there as a solution and offering your services as a solution to their pain. And you know you can help them, you know? Lindy says, makes sense. Awesome. So happy, you guys. Great. So if you want my help to look at your business exactly and tell you exactly where you should tweak stuff and do stuff, because sometimes when we're doing stuff, we're like, okay, like, we're in it, but then we don't really know what we don't know, and we don't really see where in our processes we are stuck in or we can do better. So if you want me to look at your business exactly and give you personalized advice, I have 5 spots left for some calls this week. So drop a hashtag call in the comments. I'm going to help you really figure out where you're stuck, where you can tweak some stuff, so you can hit your first 5K months and sign your few more high-ticket sales. That's really what I help my clients do, and I'm really, really, like, blessed and excited to do this, because you can see the transformation. It's just so rewarding, and I just love it. I love it. Awesome. So guys, your action step for today, because this is an interactive challenge, you have to participate. So your action step for today is to find a partner in this group, or a friend, or anybody to really practice the cell conversation. I want you to practice, 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 because when we practice, when we do repetition, we become better. We become like more comfortable, because sometimes when we're doing it at first, it feels like wonky and uncomfortable, but I want you to practice it. Practice it, find someone in the group. Regina is here, Lindy is here, maybe you two can partner together if you don't have anybody. Just partner, just practice it. Let me know how that goes. And if you want to take it a step further, you can also record your calls. This is really gonna help you listen back and say, okay, next time I'm gonna say this instead, and tweak this part instead. Because when we listen and we readjust, that's how we become better as well. So I'm really excited for you. Let me know in the comments who you're gonna partner with. If you have somebody if you need anybody to partner with, I can like ask in the group who's open to practice sales conversation challenge with. So yeah, I'm really excited for you. Good luck. I'll see you tomorrow for day 3 of the challenge. I'll be diving in, like I said, into the follow-up process. This is another part that I think that most people overlook, because like when we're in this sales conversation, it's so easy to just get lost in our train and like just listen to that person and just forget to schedule this follow-up, right? And if during the closing part, the sell part, the person is just like, okay, like I really want this, but you need to give me at least 24 hours or something like that. It's totally fine. You say, it's totally fine. Let's schedule another call, and you schedule it now on the call. And tomorrow I'm going to show you how to lead those follow-up call, and see where that person is at and where they need more guidance and support in. So awesome. Regina says she's open to partnering. Awesome. Awesome. Great. Lindy, do you have a partner? Do you want to partner with Regina? Please let us know. That's amazing, girls. Amazing. I'm so excited for you. So yeah, go practice your sales conversations. Get back in the group and let me know how it went. If you need any more support, if you have any questions that come up while doing the sales conversation, let me know. And I'm just so excited for you to apply everything that I taught today. And I'll see you tomorrow. So I believe in you. You got this.